Hey guys, what's up? Jeff from PackGeek here. We're back at the Texas Card Show. I'm here with Kevin Hageland from K&C Masterpiece on the Fan Radio here in Dallas-Fort Worth.
105.3. You already knew that.
Dude, I already knew that.
Who am I telling? Well, for all the people who don't know, 7 to 11, Monday through Friday, at K&C 105.3 on Twitter. Shameless plug for myself, at OhThankKevin on Twitter. So there you go.
Well, we were going to give you a plug if you didn't plug yourself anyway. So.
Oh, I mean, I'll do it more.
It's on. Wait, what was your Twitter again?
At OhThankKevin. We also have a Facebook page, The K&C Masterpiece. Lots of places you can find us.
Dude, we've been on for 30 seconds and you've done.
Did I just set the
at
plug
least
record?
That was a plug record.
Yes.
This guy is good. So,
not my first time.
I was introduced to Kevin through our buddy Eric Norton from Beckett Media and the Fatbacks podcast, and he had mentioned that Kevin might be down to do some early hoops or 80s, 90s basketball cards. So I came across these 89 hoops basketball. This was the initial hoops set.
David Robinson.
So you got some experience with these cards.
Okay, so I might have gone a little insane a couple years after this.
Okay.
Is this a judgment-free area?
Oh yeah, you're in a safe space.
Okay.
Safe space.
Okay, good. Is it also judgment-free for my mom, who might have made a poor decision, but is a great decision for me?
Well, your mom is a regular viewer of the show, so
I'm sure.
I can't stop her from judging this.
Okay, well, that's fine, because she knows her responsibility in all this. All right. So you go back to earlier, younger, formative years, Kevin.
Sure.
92, 93 hoops. Case, 20 boxes. I live in Garland. Back in the day, they had a shop, Buy Right.
Okay.
And he had half a case left. Boxes are going for 20 bucks a piece. So I'm thinking, all right, it's $200 if I were to buy all those boxes.
And this is as they came out. So
as they came out.
And this is during the heyday of basketball
Shaq.
Cards and
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
And that's the heyday.
That was the Shaq rookie?
Yes, that was the Shaq Leitner morning rookie class.
Oh, man.
Awesome rookie class.
My heart's beating fast just
I know.
thinking about little Jeff.
Me too, absolutely. And so they had the redemption, to a case for the redemption. And if you got the redemption, you'd send in for that rookie set of those 10. It was booking for $200.
Wow.
And in my brain, as a kid, what it books for is what you sell it for, which is, as we all know, exactly how it always works. Right. But at the time, it was a little bit closer to that. And for Shaq, it was much like when the Griffey, Griffey Upper Deck, or pretty much anything Griffey 89 came out.
He was a game changer.
You could almost sell it for just about. And so I'm thinking, all right, I'm a kid. If I can get my mom to loan me $200, I buy these boxes, I get the redemption card, I sell the redemption card for about $200, that's 10 boxes of pure profit for me that I just get to open for free.
Yeah.
All right. Now you heard what a compelling argument I just made, right?
Yes.
And I seem like a good salesman, hopefully.
You do. I'm sold.
Okay. She loaned me the money. As a kid, I'm not even in I might have started middle school. Go to Buy Right, I buy half the case. And I got my $200. I swear to God, this is
an
true.
exciting time.
I buy the case, box one, Love and Life.
Were you somebody who bought a lot of boxes?
Yes.
Because as a kid, I was a pack guy. I didn't get boxes very often.
Okay, all of my money from babysitting.
Yeah.
So I was responsible enough to babysit. Though clearly not responsible enough with money to not just recklessly spend it on this and that. All the money I got always would go to boxes, and I was always trying to do trades and wheeling.
Had you ever bought this many boxes at
Oh
once?
my God, no.
Okay.
I had never gotten more than one or two because I was
the
a kid.
mother load.
Yeah, but in my mind, it made all the sense in the world. 200, nothing, all profit.
Yeah.
And so I opened the first box, second box, and I'm having the most fun in the world. By the time we get
Shaqs.
Oh yeah, we're pulling the regular rookies. You've got the Dream Team inserts and stuff like that.
Of course.
By the time we get to box 5, 6, a little panic starts to set in because it's a half case. There's no guarantee. He said, I think only one redemption's been pulled. So theoretically, there should be one more, but we're not positive.
Oh boy.
We get to box 7, nothing. We get to box 8. Starting to freak out a little bit because I don't necessarily, I'm a kid, have the means to have all the money back immediately. Finally pulled the redemption card in box 8. And we didn't make it all the way. If it was box 10, I'd have been freaking out. So I ended up selling the redemption card for $175.
No kidding.
So I got 10 boxes for net gain $25. And you think those boxes cost $20 a piece.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got 10 for 25. And I was like, thank you, Mom. Master business strategy.
That worked out incredibly well.
Could have gone so bad, right? So bad.
But see, that's the thing about baseball cards. It's always a bit of a gamble. Some some stakes are higher than others.
Absolutely.
This, at a young man, the age of, what'd you say you were again?
I think I was 12, maybe at the time.
That's a big deal when you're a 12-year-old.
Oh, yeah. And absolutely irresponsible on my mom's part by giving me all that money.
But I figured there was a lesson coming along if you didn't hit that and she had loaned you the money and you were not able to recoup any of the
The lesson at home, kids, take reckless chances because they always pay off. Not really. I'm just saying in this one instance with these cards, it paid off. But at the end of the day, like, I was going to lose all my cards. That was the thing. It's like if I didn't pay her back, she was going to take my other cards to sell. And that was, we had like we even made a little contract and everything because that's just how I rolled. I was a weird kid.
I love your mom though.
Yeah,
that's the sweetest thing ever.
She was the best. She is the best. I don't want anybody to, she said, love you, Mom.
Okay, well, speaking of low risk and somewhat high reward, these 89 Hoops cards are not very expensive. They were probably more expensive in 89.
For sure.
They're a lot of fun to open now. So in this is series 1, so they had a David Robinson rookie in each series. And this was one where I believe he's at like the NBA draft maybe. Okay. And then the other one, he's in his Spurs jersey.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
So we're looking for the NBA draft. Obviously there's Jordans in these. There's a few different rookies in there. There was, what was the guy from the Celtics that passed away?
Len Bias.
He was, yes, but there was a guy who's in these packs and his rookie, I'm forgetting what his name was. There was Brian Shaw and then the other, Reggie Lewis.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so Reggie Lewis rookie is in here.
You got like second or third year Stockton and Pippins, I feel like.
Exactly. Yep. Okay. Very cool. Well, good luck, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely. If you get a Robinson, I'm going to try to steal it.
Okay, cool. That works.
It's kind of weird not opening the foil packs, you know?
I know. Well, I was
here.
Complaining earlier, and this is an ongoing joke. I use scissors typically for packs like this because I don't want to do my scissors, like we talked about.
Smart.
Collectors being OCD, and so
Hakeem with no H. Back when it was okay. I just bought a graded Hakeem Fleer rookie card.
Nice.
Yeah, because I was like, gotta have
86, 87.
Yes, 86, 87. Of course.
That's such an epic set.
Of course.
Got a Scottie Pippen here, who was at the Dirt tribute.
Yes, he was.
That's so cool.
All right, that's good. Oh, Derek Harper. Okay, Mark Aguirre, but I got to talk about this next one. Uwe Blabs.
Oh, now, man, the Blob.
If you don't know who Uwe Blabs is, I feel sorry for your life. So, back in the day, HSE put out a tape for the first time the Mavericks ever beat the Celtics. It was amazing. I had that tape in the giant clamshell. Uwe Blabs scored 2 points in that game on a goaltend. And I always remember that. He didn't even get the legit basket. It was just off a goaltend.
Oh, no.
I love Uwe Blabs.
He was one of the first big
white guys that we like to take.
Big Euro players that came over in the NBA, wasn't he?
Are you assuming that Uwe is not an Ohio, Texas name?
He does sound like a Midwesterner.
You're probably right about that. That's fair. I'll accept
we gotta have a star pile here.
So okay,
that way we can, this is what we do, right? Okay.
Oh, you know what? I just realized too, this is from the era of the coach cards.
Yeah.
Because I got my Chuck Daly and my Willis Reed right here, so we've got the coach cards.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was super disappointed pulling coach cards.
Okay.
Even the coaches that were for the teams that I liked. Jeff Hornacek, rookie.
Ooh. But have you noticed now that the Pro Set Bill Belichick rookie, I think it's like $4 now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, how'd that happen?
I mean, because they're like, I guess we probably should put some respect on his name. But that's probably the only coach card I can think of.
Do you think that's Beckett just being nice?
Yo, I think they were threatened. Yeah, I think they were threatened.
You got to put some value behind this.
Yeah, Belichick's like, we got mics all over this place, so we're...
Right.
Oh, Glide to Glide.
Sweet.
Man, we got the University of Houston representing
whoa.
here with Hakeem
The
and
5 Slam-a-Jammer?
Yeah, best team never win anything.
If we could have, who was Daryl Dawkins was on that team, I believe, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm trying, and I just saw that 30 for 30 not that long ago.
If only I could pull another Jeff Hornacek rookie.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to argue that this guy belongs in the star pile. You might argue against me.
Okay.
Dan Thunder Marley.
Dude, of course he
Okay.
does. He's got the best fake tan in the NBA.
Oh, man,
Tan
does
Dan.
he ever.
He's probably the most handsome player in the NBA.
Tan, handsome Dan, man?
Tan looked a lot like a Ken doll.
At
tall
what
enough-
point did that tan become real? Because he was in Phoenix. Like, was
That's
it
a good
always
point.
fake, or did it become real at some
in my
point?
head, it was always fake, but he may
Okay,
have been just laying out by the pool all
Sure.
weekend. Clyde Drexler, All-Star?
That was a Houston All-Star game, right?
Yeah. I think you're right.
Nice.
You are correct. Man, that's a good memory.
That was the 80s was a good time for All-Star games in Texas because we had the Houston one, and then in 86, we had the All-Star game in Dallas. Because remember, that's the one where Spud Webb won the dunk competition.
That was not from Dallas. I was watching that from Kansas.
That was in Reunion Arena.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
So I got to bring this up because I got major beef with where the dunk contest has gone. Because back in the 80s, it had some structure and it was cool.
Yeah, Dominique versus Jordan.
Yeah, and Kenny Skywalker.
Yes.
Yeah, Spud Webb. Now it's just crazy. People are jumping over like Cadillacs.
And that was sponsored, man. To this day, like, more modern dunk contest issue is Blake Griffin winning the dunk contest. We had no reason for him to win, but they had already cut that deal with Buick, whatever it was.
I think you're right.
Because he jumped over the car. It was already bought and paid for.
It was such an obvious promotion.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I feel like they lost their heart at some point in time.
I like the rest of NBA Saturday Night. You know, like, I still dig the
3-point contest.
The 3-point, yeah, the
skill
3-point contest,
yeah.
the skill contest. No, absolutely. Okay, Reggie Miller.
Whoa, speaking of 3-point contest.
Anybody who can take down Spike Lee is a friend of mine. So yeah, Reggie Miller right here. I support that.
Okay, so throwback James Worthy card, but not just because I think James Worthy is worthy of being shown. I saw recently online there was a dunk poster, and it had like all these famous dunkers on it, like Dominique Wilkins, Spud Webb, Jordan, real dunkers, and even Dominique Wilkins, Gerald Wilkins' brother.
Yeah.
James Worthy was on that card. Talk about I don't know if you remember watching James Worthy dunk in games, but it was not a showy dunk.
Right.
It was like you and I dunking on like a Nerf goal.
Is it because of the goggles or the glasses that look like goggles?
Maybe
he couldn't really let it loose.
Maybe there was some wind drag on those or something, but he was not a prolific dunker. Like, he was maybe a one-hand, super simple, like, I'm just dunking so no one can block this shot.
James Worthy was part of the crew that broke little Kevin's heart. The 87-88 Western Conference Finals, Mavericks-Lakers went all the way to Game 7 at the Forum. Mavericks lost.
Man.
And then the Lakers ended up beating the Pistons in the finals in 7 games because that was the last championship for Magic and company. And then the next 2 years, the Pistons would take it down with the Bad Boys and everything. And so that was the Lakers' last stand. So everybody knows their last stand against the Pistons. Well, what they don't know is to get to that spot, they had to beat the Mavs. Rolando Blackman, Brad Davis, Derek Harper, that crew.
You've always been a Mavs fan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was born and raised in DFW. So, like, where we are right now, this is my home.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, absolutely.
Well, dude, you guys have come a long way. So you earned that title when Dirk brought Whoa,
of that
speaking
team.
of,
Part of that team, just talking about. Oh,
good timing. Got
Yeah.
the worm here.
we didn't make it to that finals.
So I'm really hoping for a Jordan or
Oh,
Dave Robinson. This is
here, this will help you
Speaking
out in the
of-
meantime.
yeah.
Kenny Skywalker.
This
This is an excellent shot too on the card.
that is.
That's an excellent shot.
That's a sick dunk. That looks like the
dig
dunk
it.
contest.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I dig it.
Kenny Skywalker, would anyone have known him outside of the dunk contest? Like, was he
Man,
good for the Knicks?
I feel like no, but the cards say no.
Okay.
But that's the thing is, I think Kenny Walker would excel in modern NBA because he would take over Twitter, right? Like he would dominate on
Yeah,
Twitter
he'd be
with
a
his
social
dunks
media
and-
star.
yeah, absolutely.
Reggie Miller. So that's what I love about breaking basketball cards versus other cards is the sets are so small.
Yes.
Like you only have to open a couple packs to get some big names.
Absolutely. And I would say, like, by the nature of basketball itself, like, you feel like more, oh, here's a big name.
Sir Charles, also at the Dirk tribute. We got to bring this all back to the Mavs, right?
Absolutely.
So I grew up without an NBA team anywhere near us. So I've kind of adopted the Mavericks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart decision.
Yeah.
Not if you adopt them in the 90s, but smart decision nonetheless. So here's a noteworthy guy right here. Sam Bowie. What do you know about Sam Bowie?
He was the namesake of the Bowie knife. That would be Bowie, I think, actually.
Yes.
Different Sam Bowie.
Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. So Sam Bowie, best known for the catastrophic 1984 draft for selecting him. So, Patrick Ewing. We'll get to
Yeah.
that. That's my favorite NBA conspiracy theory.
What?
Oh, we'll get to that in one
Okay,
second.
let's finish this one.
He was pick number 2 in the 1984 draft. Pick number 1, Hakeem Olajuwon. Top 10 player of all
Makes
time.
perfect sense.
Unbelievable. Pick number 3, Michael Jordan. Pick number 2, oh, sorry, buddy. Next year, 1985. This is my favorite draft conspiracy ever because it's 100% true. So the Knicks, they're the worst, right? They hadn't won anything in 10 years, circa Willis Reed. We need Gotham to be excelling, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got Patrick Ewing, right down the road, right outside of Washington, D.C., playing at Georgetown. Oh, it makes all the sense in the world.
course.
He's the best player. How are you going to make sure he gets to the Knicks? Because they pick out the envelopes, you know? So the conspiracy theory goes like this, that they froze the New York Knicks envelope. So when David Stern went digging for the
It
number
was
1
cold?
pick, he just kept reaching until he found the cold envelope and picked that one out. Hence why the Knicks got the number 1 pick and why they got Patrick Ewing. I 100%.
Where did this story originate? I love it.
I don't
First
know
off, I love it.
where do any of these stories originate. I'll tell you right now, I believe it 100%.
Really?
100%. And I'll tell you right now, the Knicks are going to get Zion. I'm going to guarantee.
Frozen envelope?
I'm going to guarantee you. You know how I know it's going to happen? Some people will say it's because they have the worst record. Yeah, that's all fine and well. Guess who the Knicks representative is going to be at the draft lottery? Patrick Ewing. So when you see that they get
Makes
the
sense.
number 1 pick, frozen envelope part 2.
Goes full circle.
It's gonna
I love
happen.
it. I love it.
By
All
the
right.
way, Patrick Ewing again and Irvin, don't call me Magic Johnson. What?
Sorry, I'm not trying to outdo you.
Man.
Ooh.
They come in pairs.
And this is a rough time for him. We're right about to hit the time where he made his big HIV announcement that I feel like stopped the world.
It did.
When that came down.
The Human Highlight film, speaking of prolific dunkers.
I can't remember if it was 87 or 88. He got robbed of a dunk contest title because he went up against Jordan, but it was in Chicago.
That was the famous free throw line dunk.
Yeah, no chance they're giving him the nod in Chicago.
No.
Mr. Shorty Short,
Oh,
John
yeah.
Stockton. This was a big part of the reason I chased after the 88 Fleer, the 88-89 Fleer.
Such a good set.
Because that had Stockton, Pippen, Rodman, rookie cards.
Reggie Miller.
That's a heck of a set right there.
Underrated too, I feel like, because the
really
86 set is just so crazy.
And rightfully so, but I do think people lose sight of the 88-89 Fleer set for the greatness, because it's not the star set, it's not the 86-87, but it's got plenty to present to the world.
Another Pippen. Been hitting a lot of this guy.
I got that Pippen too. But no Jordan yet, right?
They say Pippen ain't easy.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes. But we're still on the lookout for Jordan,
We can do this. We can still do. And there's 2 Jordan cards. There's an All-Star and then the base card.
All right, now I'm just Jordan and Admiral hunting.
Yeah. Let's blow through these.
Yeah. Another Olajuwon, though. Oh, yeah. Do you guys miss, and I'm sure this is like an old man syndrome question right here, do we miss the days of the 15-card packs? Because that's just...
I do. I feel like I'm shortchanged a lot these days.
Yeah.
And they're more expensive and fewer cards.
God, we sound so old.
Shaking fists.
Remember the time.
Back in our day.
Cards were cheaper. You got more of them. And the players weren't so, like, whatever. Look at all the tattoos they don't have. Wasn't the world a simpler time? I definitely have several old man opinions, so maybe
now's the time.
Now is the time. Once I find my, Steve Stepanovich. I don't know if anybody remembers him, but it's a pretty boss mustache right there. I think we can all agree.
That is something we don't get on current cards.
Yeah.
Another Barkley.
I mean, I like your facial hair just fine. I feel like I've got something going just fine, but if we rock just the mustache, we could be...
It's a bold move.
We could be... I would never be allowed to pick my son up from school, I'm pretty sure.
No more babysitting for you.
Nope. Another Pippen. Man, Pippen is paired with Derek Harper time and again. That's the other thing that you notice is the patterns to the insertions of these cards, right? Like, isn't that always the thing you hear for people who are chasing the 86-87 Fleer? It's not seeing the Jordan, it's seeing whoever it is at the front. Exactly. You're like, oh my God, I think this is the Jordan pack.
Yep. We got the mailman here. And that seems, I think Fleer had a predictable... is it collation of cards?
Yeah.
And so they can tell if you see a card on the back or the front, you see a number, you can tell what the what's going to be in the pack most likely. I know they're
good coach card, Pat Riley.
Nice.
This is a great time. He's winning championships
he was
left and right.
Okay. Last pack from me.
Okay, I'm on my last one.
Good luck. Another Pippen.
Sheesh.
I think we pulled at least a half dozen Pippins.
I think you're right.
I'm going to go through and count just because it's out of control.
All right, the pressure's
on.
Another Uwe Blob. Another Olajuwon. But no Jordan, no David Robinson. Heartbreaking.
These are searched.
Heartbreaking. I mean, I got my packs from you. Did you search them? Did you take my Admiral card that I was going to take home with me and treasure forever?
Okay,
Busted.
We have at least four Pippins, but I think there might be a few more.
I think I have another one in my pile
out.
just because we had pulled so many. I was like, nope.
Kevin, we didn't pull the Jordan or the Admiral, but that was a darn good time.
I feel like we let people down. I'm
sorry.
Good listeners out
there.
Good watchers. I mean, don't say you don't care about your audience.
Oh, are they still watching?
They're
watching
right now.
Guys, thank you for hanging in there with us. Sorry we disappointed this show, but Kevin didn't disappoint.
You know what I think could help? KHC Masterpiece, 7 to 11, weeknights on 105.3 The Fan, at 105.3 The Fan on Twitter.
Guys, go check Kevin's show out, and he has podcasts, too. So,
iTunes,
how do they find the
you can find iTunes, KNC Masterpiece, go to radio.com. We've got all our podcasts. We get the best stuff. If you're like, I like your show, I don't have a lot of time. Could you get rid of the filler for me? Could you get rid of the Uwe Blob cards for me? We put the podcasts up. Those are the best segments every single day. Find us there.
I love it, man. Thank you for joining me.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Uwe Blob. Hey guys, thanks for checking out another episode. Make sure to subscribe to PackGeek on YouTube. Also check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks. PackGeek.